we kept mentioning endpoints, so let's talk about what are supported for those endpoints. First, we support physical servers, or bare metal provisioning. So what you can do in this case is, if you have some physical servers, you can actually do something like a PXE boot. So boot them up, give them a network DHCP address, push down an ISO image, so a Linux or Windows install, and you can provision those automated. One cool use case here is maybe provisioning ESXi servers. So you could kick off something like a kickstart script or a template that builds out your ESXi servers from physical hosts. So you bring up a new server in the environment, and my administrator goes to the service catalog and says, bring up new ESXi host. Kickstarts the server, lays down the ESXi image, maybe it attaches a host profile to it, so it can do a lot of things. I think you get the idea of the power behind this. Virtual servers can also be supported endpoints. So this is a big one, right? So provisioning virtual machines. We talked about that a lot within the VCAC server integration, but those are a really common endpoint because we already have that virtual infrastructure. So let's provision to it. You also have cloud-based resources, and this is something like AWS, VCHS, Azure. These are public cloud offerings or even service provider offerings. So if you subscribe to an SP, that gives you resources, maybe through vCloud Director, or maybe they have their own APIs. You can use a tool like IaaS components to actually provision to those environments from the same self-service catalog. You can even give your users a choice. You can say, here's a drop-down box. Do I want it to go local in my private cloud? Do I want it to go out to a service provider, to VCHS, to AWS, right? It really gives you a lot of options there. You can also provision operating systems. So maybe I already have a physical server laid out, or maybe I have a virtual machine, and I just want to provision Linux or Windows on top of it. That's another supported endpoint. Lastly, we have applications. So you can actually support the provisioning of both applications and operating systems. So if I want to lay down a Windows image on a physical server and then provision an Oracle on top of it, that's also a supported application or supported source that we can lay down onto it. So again, it's really traversing that whole stack all the way from physical all the way up to the application.